Now we move on to one of my absolute favorite Black Sabbath albums, and probably their heaviest, Dehumanizer. I am so excited to talk about this album. It's been a personal favorite of mine for a while, even though it's not one of my absolute best score-wise. I just absolutely love some of the songs on here. Now also, after this point, Ronnie James Dio, because he returns to this album, would take this ideology of this album, where more dark tones and everything sucks, and take that on to a solo career for a couple albums that are just absolutely bleak. So they're going to have Cozy Powell play drums in this album, who was playing drums for the last two albums. However, he had a pelvic accident, and Ronnie James Dio didn't want him in the band. They also got Geezer Butler back to play on this album on bass from pretty much all the original albums. And Tony Martin eventually left because he wanted to pursue his solo career, and they were dabbling with trying to get Ronnie James Dio back. So then opens the gate to get Dio back for the first time in a long time. And then after them doing some demos with Cozy Powell before his pelvic injury, they decided to get Vinny Appice from Mob Rules to reunite as the Mob Rules lineup. And Dio and Vinny pretty much fixed their relationship during this album. And I believe there was turmoil in this lineup. Not only was the songs dark as hell, but from what I could gather, there was actually a lot of infighting between every member of the band at this point. The lyrical themes and the music are absolutely heavy as hell. It feels like classic Black Sabbath again. Instead of Tear, where it was more power metal, this is fucking heavy doom metal. And Dio does doom metal on this album absolutely perfectly. He is creepy and dark, and the lyrics are absolutely evil, but not necessarily in a satanic way. It came out in 1992, and the artwork is probably the best Black Sabbath artwork ever. There's like this robot messiah sort of thing shooting electricity at this man, dehumanizing him, turning him into a robot. It's sort of symbolic and a little cheesy, but it looks absolutely badass. I love the performances on this album. However, from what I've heard from some of the demos, I do think Cozy Powell maybe would have done a better job with the music here, but I don't know, it's either or. I think the music was done right here. However, the production is not very good. It sounds way too drudgy, and some of the demos actually kind of had a better thing going for it. And there's actually a lot of leftover takes from this era and just a lot of demos. There's some really awesome songs like Bad Blood or Next Time, which you guys should check out. But let's go into the tracks on this album. The first one we have is Computer God. I've always loved this song, and I kind of went through a phase where I didn't like this album too much. There is some really bad filler here, but this song has always been a favorite of mine. It starts out really dark and quiet. Then all of a sudden you hear Vinny Appice do like a Headless Cross type of intro. And then it goes on this awesome drudgy riff. The bass and guitars are just so fucking low. I love the lyrics and the way Dio sings. I'm waiting for the revolution, Computer God, and Genocide. And then it's weird because it goes from this minor key all of a sudden to a major key to the build-up of the chorus. It's kind of weird. The chorus is really catchy and really memorable and beautiful. And this is sort of like the title track because the artwork on the album and the title of the album and this song are sort of intertwined. Computer God is sort of about computers taking over and stuff like that, and how we're just becoming less and less humans the more we have more expensive and more new technology. Then we have a song I wasn't a huge fan of. Now I absolutely love it, After All the Dead. This song is so doomy and badass. It starts out really dark. All of a sudden, it explodes into this slow riff where Dio is just singing in this super evil voice that I don't even think Ozzy could do. And this song is about, like, if you could have one more chance talking to people that have died, what would you say to the dead, you know? I love the in-between bridge riffs. The song kind of gets more gallopy and the riff gets more cool. And I do love the awesome, awesome chorus where he says, After All the Dead, and then they have this really cool melodic guitar part in there. Really awesome song. It's absolute classic Black Sabbath. Then we have TV Crimes, a total Dio era Black Sabbath song. It's very upbeat, very catchy, very memorable. I believe this was even a single. I believe this one is about televangelists, and the guitar work and singing is absolutely super memorable and amazing. Then we have a weird song, another very, very heavy, doomy song, Letters from Earth. This song took me a while to get into, and I thought the singing was kind of off and weird. Now I really like the weird way that Dio sings in this song. And the part towards the beginning where it says, and I'm in the middle, kind of reminds me of the song Caught in the Middle that he has. Because right after that he says caught in the in-between, so it's like, you know, caught in the middle. The chorus is super doomy and heavy as hell, and I just love the way Dio sings in every part of the song. It's sort of all over the place, but it is really cool. Super underrated song. Then we have one of my absolute favorite Sabbath songs, Master of Insanity, which I believe was actually just a Geezer Butler solo song that they had with his band for a while. And they just kind of had that bass riff. I just thought that bass progression was really odd and evil sounding because it's sort of like almost backwards, if you will. It sounds really awkward. And then it goes in this incredible song. The riffs in there are awesome. The way Dio sings throughout the entire song is really catchy, especially during the verse. The lyrics are incredible and cutthroat. And then all of a sudden they have this cool, sort of beautiful build-up towards the chorus. And then the way it says, and open your eyes, and you hear the drums go apeshit for Vinny Appice. And then behind the lies you will see the Master of Insanity. Fucking awesome way to build up that chorus and then just explode into it. The riff is awesome there, and the vocal melodies are absolutely incredible. And the guitar solo is the icing on the cake. And I love the sort of repetition thing that they do at the end where Dio sort of changes some of the vocals and lyrics and stuff of the same chorus. Probably my second favorite song on the album. Then we have another really catchy, awesome song, Time Machine. This one was, I believe, another single, and I think they actually had it in some movie. I can't remember what movie it was. I think it was maybe Bill and Ted's Adventure, right before the album actually even came out. But it's a sort of catchy song. I wouldn't say it's as good as, say, TV Crimes. I do really like the chorus of it, and the lyrics are really awesome. Then we have kind of a weird song. I don't hate it, but the intro is just really weird. It sort of sounds like a pop rock song from like the 2000s at the beginning. Then it gets really, really awesome. So it's sort of a weird, conflicting song. I hate the beginning, but the rest of it's amazing. The singing's really good throughout it, and the guitar work's good throughout the rest of it, but just that intro kills it for me. It's like a third of the song. Then we have one of my favorite songs of the album. A lot of people don't like this song for some reason, but this one is just absolutely amazing for me. Too Late is sort of like the heavy, dark ballad on here. The lyrics are incredible, and it's pretty much what the song title's about. Too late, it's like that horrible feeling to just be too late for anything, you know, like that missed opportunity. It's so bullshit, and it's like accumulates over your lifetime. It's like, I have so many regrets, you know. The melodic guitar work is so dark and brooding, and the amazing chorus where the heavy guitar work and the vocals from Dio are probably some of the best on this entire album. The way Dio sings some of these incredible lyrics in the chorus is probably the shining moment on the album, except for the next song. Let's get to the best song off the album, and probably one of my absolute favorite Black Sabbath songs. I believe. I'm not sure what this one's about. It has a weird backwards keyboard intro sort of thing, where it's just that one note, and then it kind of builds up. Sort of like the intro to Roundabout from Yes. And then it goes into this really cool dark riff that's sort of bluesy. I thought it was kind of a weird riff at first, and I was like, huh? And then you hear Dio doing the vocal melody with the guitar, and then all of a sudden the song kicks into one of the awesomest riffs ever. The lyrics on here are absolutely incredible. The song's just so catchy, and the drum, and guitar, and bass work here makes one of the awesomest grooving rhythms I've ever heard. There's some awesome lyrics scattered throughout this entire song. I'm a virgin, I'm a whore, I'll smash your face in with a smile. And then the chorus is just awesome as hell too. Everything that I see is for me. And then it goes into the middle section / solo, which is awesome, sort of reprises the beginning of the song. And then it goes in one of Iommi's most crazy, insanely awesome guitar solos. The end melodies of the solo is amazing and perfectly goes back into my favorite part of the song, which is the third verse where he says, "I'm a virgin, I'm a whore, I'll smash your face with a smile." And then it goes into probably my second favorite part of the song, where it goes into the second guitar solo where Dio says like, "No, no, no." Then we have another song, which is probably the second weakest song off the album in my opinion, "Buried Alive." This one's kind of weird. It just starts with this sort of generic, weird riff that I'm not a big fan of. But what I really like about this song, which is actually the build to the chorus, and the chorus, you know, "Join the congregation." I love that part, especially. It's so badass. And the chorus is really cool too. But it's just the verse. Something about it's kind of weird. But I can really get into the song after a couple listens.